This is the easiest Instagram theme page to grow going into 2025 and for 2024. I've run these types of theme pages since 2021 and they still work now. Now I'll tell you all the different ways to monetize, to grow, how long it takes, and basically what I've done to make $1,000 per month using these type of pages. So without further ado, let's get into the video. So the niche of these pages are quotes. And when I say quotes, I'm not talking about any types of quotes. They are Twitter and Facebook quotes. Now, usually with other types of quotes on Instagram, such as motivational quotes, inspirational quotes, you have to make your own branding and layout with these. With Twitter and Facebook quotes, you can honestly just get them from a repost app and repost them straight as they are, and they will still perform well. I'll put some examples of different pages that have implemented this on the screen, but some good pages are Rip Feelings, I Was a Quick See, May Quoted, Quotes by Jay. These are just a few pages that have utilized this method, and these pages have grown a lot just by posting other people's quotes. But yeah, let's go to my PC and let's actually talk about it. This is one of my accounts that I run called Ads a Quixie. I've had this page since 2022, I believe, and I've grown it to about 25,000 followers. You can see right here, these are not my quotes. The account's low-key kind of dead right now. However, I did manage to get posts right here. You can see 12K likes. This was October 6th, so a little over a month ago. What I do is I go over to explore, and since my page is already curated with quotes that I like, I can just go right here and just repost it. Like, it's that simple. Just copy somebody else's post, or just take somebody else's post and then just repost it, because that's what most people are doing in this space. Now, you might see some people like this dude right here. He has his own branded content, which is good. You can do this too. You see, he has his own stuff going on, and this is good. This is actually considered original content, I believe, whereas what I'm doing right here is considered reposted content. But you can literally just go on the explore page, copy it onto the repost app. You could repost. Like, it's that simple. And the fastest way to grow on this page is by posting super relatable stuff that like everybody can relate to, because once somebody relates to it, they'll end up saving it and then they'll end up reposting it on their story. For these types of quotes, I especially like to have the first slide to be as relatable as possible, and then since this is like a relationship type quote, people can relate to it. And then you see the comments right here. Now I have you on the first one, so you just want to make sure the first slide is super relatable. This is honestly the key to getting these viral posts. Okay, so this post has 18,698 likes, almost 12,000 shares, and then 3,000 saves, which is honestly great. We want to get those shares and saves as high as possible, because that'll generate us an actual viral post, along with having a relatable first slide. As you can see, this strategy works, even though I have 400 posts, which isn't that much if you think about it. Oh, and then another thing I forgot to tell y'all, if you also want to get a viral post, sometimes you can kind of like spice it up, and then you can have like kind of a provocative, like I could say provocative quote, if you want us to call it that, where it just kind of like stops people, and then kind of like, I don't know if you can see this one, it's not loading right here, but it says basically, you know, pull your pants down, you know what I'm saying. And you can have that in there as well, just anything to, you know, get attention to your account, because that's the main thing we want. We have 25,000 followers, but the thing we want with these accounts is to get the attention, because once we get the attention, we can then drive them to our link right here. But anyways, I'll go and I'll show you how to repost and how to actually start a page like this. But yeah, you can literally go on the explore page and snatch a post and just repost it within seconds. But let me stop talking and let me go show you how I do it. This method is literally so easy. So basically all you have to do, go get a post, go click that little button, I forgot what it's called, that share button at the very bottom, and then just click the repost app. And because you don't have to put in a format or anything, you can literally just select multiple posts and then just upload it right there. And then if you need anything else, like if you want to add like promotion for like your link or your CPA link in the bio, you can go do that too, but you don't have to, of course. And then you can also add a filter or music or anything you want. Also, one thing, you don't have to add hashtags. Like hashtags, they don't work. You can either go with a ChatGPT generated caption, or you can just say follow me. I just said follow me just to be quick. And yeah, that's all you have to do to upload on this page. Like, it is that simple. Now, for monetizing these types of pages, you usually have three options. Number one is CPA, which I talked about a little bit earlier in my Instagram theme page guide. But CPA is basically cost per action, and you get paid whenever somebody completes like an email or downloads a game. And the best platform to promote this is Tap. Make sure when you're signing up for Tap, use code 19698 so you can get accepted to the revenue share program. But yeah, Tap is the best program right now for CPA. Number two for monetization is CPI. Now CPI is kind of like CPA, but with CPI you get paid after somebody installs a game or like an app or something. So somebody installs Sweatcoin, you might get paid like $1, you know what I'm saying? So stuff like that. And I'll have a link to Sweatcoin down below if you want to install it and start promoting it. And then number 3 is the classic way. Is primarily shoutouts. When you grow a page, you'll usually get offers for like promotions or shoutouts, especially if you have it in your bio after 10K. Now it'll probably be few considering how many pages there are in this niche, but you'll still get a decent amount. And I personally have gotten a decent amount of shoutouts, especially when I hit the 20 to 30K range. But if you really want to make the big money, you'll have to get to 100K so you can get those consistent shoutouts, consistent promotions. Now me personally, I recommend and I do CPA just because of the earning potential. And then I believe it is better, or it's the best option right now compared to the other two, and it's the most consistent, honestly. And the best way to promote a CPA offer on something like a quote page is actually by determining who your audience is first of all, and then getting an offer that kind of caters to that. So for instance, I have an audience of primarily women. It's like 80% girls, 20% men. So I'm like, okay, I know females like Target, so I'm gonna promote this $750 Target gift card because I know women like Target, and then I'll design a landing page for that, and then on Canva I'll create a little slide that I can post within the actual post itself. I'll show you an example right here, but basically, you know, you have these posts, so you have like a quote on one slide, quote on another slide, and then boom, you'll have, oh, thank you for this $750 Target. And that is the best thing you can do. Once this post gets a lot of shares just because of your relatable content, they'll also see that gift card right there and they may go and check it out. Even if you posted like a year ago, like 3 months ago, 6 months ago, you'll still potentially be able to generate leads just because this content is still relatable. Like the thing about this niche is it is evergreen. Like people are gonna feel this way over and over and over and over and over again, especially if they're sharing and you're continuously posting this relatable content. The algorithm will begin to push out your stuff more and more and more and more and more, just because of so many saves and likes. Everything just comes together with his account. When these accounts are booming, they're booming. That's all I'll say. You get a lot of followers, a lot of engagement, and a decent amount of money, I won't lie. And the last thing I want to mention in this video is scaling these accounts. If you don't know what scaling accounts is, it's basically creating a network of them in the same niche. And people do this just so they can make more money, build connections, and honestly just grow a bigger brand. And lucky for you, these accounts are super simple to scale. So all you have to do is make another account in the same niche, post like you usually would, and just add them as a collaborator. And trust me, this won't throw off the metrics of the account. This won't do anything else to the account. Like the account is perfectly fine, even if it's added as a collaborator. I've done this for many other accounts, and this is actually the main way that I've scaled my accounts. Like this is easily the best way to scale your accounts. The only downside is that you cannot schedule a post that you are collaborating with another account with. So you would have to go in manually and post as you usually would. But as I said earlier, the upside is these posts take like 30 seconds per day to literally go fetch, post, and upload. It's like the simplest, easiest thing you could ever do. And one last thing I forgot to mention earlier is the growth aspect. So how many followers should you expect to get? From my experience, I believe that after 100 posts, I believe they should hit around 1,000 to about 3,000 followers in total. This number may have changed due to people's attention spans and whatnot, but honestly, if you hit around that 100 follower or 100 post mark, you should have around 1,000 to about 2,000 to 3,000 followers. It really depends. I will say though, this niche is way better than memes for getting followers, considering reels and memes people can just swipe, but with these types of accounts, people have to swipe. They sit there, swipe, and you just get more retention. Even though it's not a reel, you get more retention, and then people can follow you because they believe what you're posting is relatable, and then you can profit off of that. But anyways, that's the video. If you need any other help, just comment down below. If you want to book a call, go down in the description. It'll be the first pinned comment down below. Anyways, hope you enjoyed.